Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to Crafters TV. I just like a big entrance, like to build it up, create the suspense and the drama there. That's what we're doing, because of course it is a launch day, which means it is your first opportunity to get your hands on something brand new, something you haven't seen before here on Crafters TV, which is fantastic. And it's all about the Gemini Trifold Aperture Stamp and Die Collection. They are really super cute, ultra modern as well, and I know you're going to absolutely love putting them together. I'm not on my own. She is back. My TV wife is here in the studio with me. Debbie Fisher's here. How are you, Debbie?
Hey, Joe. How are you doing?
I'm really good. You?
Yeah.
I'm in a very jolly mood.
I know, we're both in a jolly mood, aren't we? It's one of those fun days. And actually, what's better to celebrate a fun day with a launch? And this launch is absolutely incredible. Do you like cute without being sort of mushy cute? Do you like that cutesy that's going to give you that sort of different concepts that you can do with cards? You are going to absolutely love these. These are something that you can do. In fact, I'm going to say it now. Record this show or put it onto a memo so you can, bookmark it, because you're going to want to see all the different things you can do with them, because honestly, there is so many. These dies are going to create the inside and the outside, and they're super easy to use. We've got all these cute little characters, so many different ways to use them. I mean, that's just lovely. It's like two little neighbours there, isn't it? Like talking.
Aww,
so
having a natter.
Having a natter, yes. Being able to create this type of card, we're going to be showing you all the different concepts, going through all the different makes that you can do. There's cardstock that goes along with these, which is absolutely super smooth, and it's incredible. But honestly, you're going to just have so much fun playing with these, creating different types of cards. They are a must for anybody. I love them, Joe.
Yeah, they are adorable. Can't wait to see what Debbie does with them. They are fantastic. They're a brand new concept as well as a brand new launch, of course. The great thing is you get the cardstock included, so it's 6x12, which is the perfect size for you to work into these trifold cards. So however you're going to put these together, you've got absolutely everything you need in this kit to get you started, which is awesome. Let me run you through then what you're going to get in here. I love that each of the stamp sets is absolutely packed full. You've got your main focal imagery in here. You've got the central image, which is going to sit in the back of there as well. And what you've also then got are all of the little sentiments in here as well. You bring out the best in me. Yappy birthday, this one says here. I've missed you so much. You're my best buddy, that one says there. Now, the whole concept works is that you've then got the two apertures which cut into the card. So it's like a 3-layer tunnel card which folds in on itself, which is really cool. So this is kind of the original way of putting them together, but Debbie's going to show you as we go through. There are actually different ways that you can use these. That one's Best Buddy. Then we've also got Peeking In to Say Hello with the plants here, and also the little cat with then the love hearts on the centre of there. I think you'll absolutely be able to use these stamps on their own separately, but when you use them with that sort of tunnel feature in the aperture, it really brings the whole thing to life. You've Been on My Mind is this one just here. Love these big embellishments in this particular one with the foliage. Really lovely brush lettering style in the writing there, but I just think they're cute, as you said, Debbie. I think they're cute but very modern. Really something we're seeing a lot of, and also these smaller size cards seem to be really popular at the moment. You've got You Have My Heart, which are these two beautiful owls that you've got here, and then that wonderful detail on the centre of there. I even love the detail in the dies. You've even got that lovely sort of stitched edge around the aperture itself, so it really does finish it off nicely. I think this one might be my favourite, because elephants are my absolute favourite animals. You mean so much. You've got this one here. I can't wait to see your face again. How lovely is that? Aww, what a beautiful sentiment.
You say that to me every time.
I do, don't I? Every time we depart each other. And then finally, this one just here is your birthday bunny. So that gorgeous little bunny peeking. How cheery. I mean, it's hard to look at that and not feel uplifted, isn't it, Debbie? And then you've got the presents there in the middle too. Really, really gorgeous. A beautiful collection. 6 brand new stamp and die sets, and the card is included in there as well. Now, a lot of you have already pre-ordered on this. I must say, a fifth of the stock already went just on the little mention in our wake-up call today. I want just to give you the details that most of you went for extra cardstock as well. So if you want to go for the cardstock on its own, it's there, it's available for you. You get 25 sheets of it. It's $9.99 or $12.95 if you want to get your hands on that. So do grab it. $7.99, $10.36 as a platinum member. Remember, we are in our Week of Wonders event, so it means brand new launches every day through until tomorrow, and also double points across absolutely everything that you'll see on air and across on the entire website as well. Really beautiful concept these, Debbie. How easy are they to put together?
Do you know what? I love the concept of these, and like everything Crafter's Companion, these are very cleverly put together, and it just creates something very different and something more different to what we've done in the past. So we've done pop-out dies before, we've done the sort of scene dies, the box dies. These are just that little bit more different to that again. Now that cardstock's an absolute must. Even if you're not going for the dies, go for that cardstock, because the cardstock's incredible. But what you would do, it comes as one piece of card. You would then score it at 4 inches and 8 inches, and you've got your card. Now what I've done on the front of mine, I've already mat and layered some cardstock onto there, and that's given me our flat piece right here. So the first thing I want to do, I'm going to turn this over, and I want to use my die. So I'm using the largest die here, and we're going to go onto the front of this one, and we're going to cut right through both pieces. So I'm going to take some low tack tape, and we're just going to stick this into place. Now what I would suggest, because we're cutting out that aperture window, I would suggest that you put tape on, but either put it onto your skin just to take a little bit of the stickiness off, or onto your clothing, and also put it to wear. And I say that because I'm cutting through 2 pieces of cardstock, it makes itself quite sticky and goes into the card. So put it into the bit that's going to be cut away, and then it's really handy to get. It doesn't matter then; it's not going to affect your cardstock. I'm just looking for, but I can't find them, so I'm going to use my big Gemini plates. These will fit through your die cutting machines. In fact, they will fit through your mini, apart from you'd have to use them then as toppers to overlay, and that sort of defeats the object. So I would say they would fit through an A5 cutting machine and above. So we're going to pop that through. Now I'm going to offer that into the mouth of the Gemini, but I'm also going to reverse it because I want to make sure it cuts through those 2 pieces of cardstock. So when I know that's gone through with that click, I'm just going to pause and then reverse. So anyone that's just tuned in, you've not seen us before, we're very well known at Crafter's Companion for our Gemini machines. They are the ultimate die cutting machine, and they are super amazing. And what they will do is cut through multiple layers of cardstock. I love this. You're right, Joe, about the stitched edge. The stitched edge just adds that extra level of detail in there, which is fabulous. Then what we're actually going to do, we're going to bring in the other piece. So we're going to, on this side, we're going to bring in our smaller piece. So this one here. Now what I want this to do is we want this, I'm just going to grab my card here. We want that's going to come round, and that's going to tuck in there. So this is the piece on the back that I want that to go through. So what you can do to make sure that you get that straight edge, I'm going to grab some more tape, and we're going to tape that inside there, so you know you're getting that in exactly the place that you need it to be. So we're going to just pop that tape onto there, and then we're going to cut that through. So again, sending that through into our Gemini. So it couldn't be more simpler than that. All you do is you have one die looking through to the next one, and then it squares itself up when you put it through.
Excellent. So quite straightforward.
Really straightforward, yeah. And if you think about it, as long as you've got 2 pieces of cardstock, you can imagine the sort of concepts that you can create. There's going to be so many. We're going to be doing different ones throughout this whole next couple of hours. Even through a box, we've got different types of cards to do. It's going to be amazing. So once we've got those done, we've got our stamps. So bringing in our stamps with your pack, and this is with every single one, you are getting full instructions. Do you know what, Joe? I have to say, I have to put hands up to Crafter's Companion. They do full written instructions, but also picture instructions. So it's really good to keep that by hand, by your side, and you can go through all those different instructions and know that you're doing it the right way. And obviously this takes you through the general making of them. As it comes to then making more, you'll be able to find your level and where you can do extra ones. Now what you want to do is create one of them. So the one going one way, which is this one here, you would then stamp, but because I've used patterned cardstock, you're going to stamp that out separately, and then we're going to trim round him. So we're going to do that a little bit different, and then our next one we're going to pop onto the front, and we can stamp that directly onto our card front. So I can use the elephant, go onto here, and it goes, oh!
What have you done?
I've done a rookie mistake there, Joe. Can you see?
What's happened?
My elephant's the wrong way.
It's doing a limbo.
Yeah, he's doing a limbo. So, yeah. So
He's a limbophant.
When he comes that way, it'd be cross wires. But actually, I am so pleased I did it because it shows you how not to do it. So if I bring this in, when you're placing them, make sure you place your little elephant in the right position. So we can see with my one, I didn't place him in the right position. He's going totally the wrong way. Luckily, we always have one that we can show you afterwards. Getting too ahead of myself, Joe, that's what it is, too excited. So what I am going to do, we're going to stamp our other one, and so I can just I was going to show you that one, but we will show you the separate one of the little elephant stamped out. So taking this one, and I'm going to take my stamping platform. It's absolutely my best friend, but whatever your choice is of stamping platform you can use, whether it be our rocker blocks, they will work just as well as any of our stamping mat and platform. So popping that down, picking that up, and I am going to use alcohol markers in this demo. We do have some tricolours on the show, which are the waterproof ones, water reactive ones, and they are amazing. So you're going to love colouring yours up with those. So popping that down, and then bringing that so we can see stamped absolutely beautifully. So let's pop that to the side. I'm just going to fold my card over because I am using alcohol inks. Just want a piece of card to colour onto. So first of all, we're just going to go round and put that light pink inside his ear. So you can use whatever medium you want. If you like colouring with your ink pads, you can do that. If you like to I thought I'd put a darker colour on first. It's supposed to be a lighter pink, but not to worry. Yeah, if you like colouring with your ink pads, like colouring with your waterproof markers, whatever you choose, your pencils, you just use your colour of your choice. And then all we're going to do is we're going to colour our little elephant grey. And again, the fun things with these, Joe, is you can use whatever colours you want. If you want a blue elephant, you can have a blue elephant. Doesn't really matter. I think this pen is starting to go. It's the first time I've had one run out on me.
And then we've had them for ages, haven't we?
We have had them for
absolutely
ages, yeah,
ages.
absolutely ages.
I guess all you need to consider then is when you're colouring these up, Debbie, just what kind of colour you're going to use based on what colour cardstock you use. So if you did want a watercolour, would you watercolour straight onto the actual concept itself and cut it in watercolour card, or would that not work?
Yes, it would, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's no reason at all that you wouldn't use it, and we will use them. We'll grab them throughout and do some different demos. Yeah, my pens are starting, so that one's obviously been used a lot of, so I'm going to pop that over to the side, and I will just bring in my one that I've already coloured here, so you can see he's beautifully coloured up. Now we're going to bring this back in, and all you need to do, because you've got that cardstock cut to size, you just then score it in 4 inches, 8 inches, and then you've got your standard card shape. I'm going to take some paper to put in my background. So this is just one of our paper pads. I think it's from the Occasions one, something Occasions, Joe. The name has gone out of my head, so I do apologise, but I'm sure you will know at home.
All Occasions?
All Occasions, I think it is All Occasions. Yeah.
From the Eurocrafts?
Yeah, so yeah, they're great books to lend to these sort of designs.
And I guess a lot of people will have, I mean, if you wanted to cut these directly into a colour cardstock, lots of people out there will have our 250, 300 GSM coloured cards, 12 by 12s. Cutting those in half, of course, going to give you that 6 by 12 as well. So think about all the stuff, all the cardstock you've already got in your stash that are going to work, is going to work perfectly with this collection. It is getting busy on this already. It was very busy in our wake-up call this morning. Approaching a quarter already of the stock has gone. You can go for them in a couple of different ways. If you want to get a couple of these, you can for £18 or $24. That'll get you 2. I think you'd be a better man than I am if you were able to split them up. I think there's something quite lovely, isn't there, about having all 6 of these characters, Debbie?
Oh, so much so. I mean, and we sort of tend to think for our little ones to use with cutesy cards, but actually there's so many people, like, you know, your nans and granddads would love these as well because they are just so much fun. So I'm just going to put a bow on it there and turn that round, and that's our quick one. So a really nice quick one to start with, but just to show you exactly how that concept works and what these were designed to do. But honestly, stay tuned because we've got so many more demos to show you all different ways to use them.
Absolutely, we have. Let me take you back through then the designs that you're getting in here. 6 brand new designs and a brand new concept for you as well. So this one here is your best buddy with those cute little dogs in there. Then you've also got this one here, which is peeking in to say hello with that gorgeous little cat there as well. Remember, you've got sentiments for all of these as well, which is fantastic. You've been on my mind here with the gorgeous butterflies. We then have this next one here is the owls. I love the owls. You have my heart. I love that I love the expression on that one. He's having a really nice time, isn't he? Chilling on that branch there. The next one we've got for you is You Mean So Much, which is the elephants that are within here as well. Then we've also got Birthday Bunny there too, which is fantastic. So you've got that gorgeous little bunny rabbit in there. 52.44, 67.98 gets you all 6 of those brand new designs, plus the 6x12 cardstock as well. A lot of you choosing to put the extra 6x12 cardstock into your basket as well. That being the consumable element, it's a really good way to go. That is available for you as well, individually along the bottom of the screen. $9.99 if you're in the UK, $12.95 if you are in the US. Right. Tricolour markers I want to share with you. These are fabulous and so popular every time we bring them to you. They're on a buy 3 get 1 free at the moment. So this is how they're going to come. They come to you in their 3 packs, and these have been curated and put together so as each pen gives you 3 different colours that blend together seamlessly here, as you can see. So within the Great Outdoors, you're going to get the Botanic Naturals, the Cool Marine, and also that rich floral there as well. And then within this one here's your Floral Meadow. You've got Bright Floral, Warm Fiery and Fresh Verdant. Now, not only do the 3 colours mix together, all 9 of the colours are all complementary in there as well. So if you wanted to do one project with 1 pack of pens, you've got something that's all going to work together. In the neutrals, you've got your earthy neutral, your rich neutral and your grey neutral. And then finally the colour basics here gives you the warm primary, the cool primary and the complementary too, because they are watercolour. There's so many incredible different techniques that you can do with those as well, and they're going to work beautifully with this brand new launch that we've got for you. Next up here we have got your 12x12 paper pads, which are these ones just here. So this one here is the blush and blue, as you can see, really beautiful. Now this is 300 GSM, this cardstock, so definitely heavy enough to use as the base for this new concept, which is great. And it has got an amazing pearlescence to it as well. So really super shiny. I love these blues that are in here. This one in particular, just absolutely gorgeous. So that is your blush and blue. You get 20 sheets in each of these. We've also got available for you the Paisley Pearl, which is this one here. Now, someone's definitely had their fingers in this one. Debbie, have you been back in my paper pads again? There's more than a few sheets missing here. That face says yes, I think, is what we can take.
I can't say no and I can't say yes. It could be me.
I love that midnight blue that you've got there on that one. By that giggle, definitely was Debbie is what I'm going to take from that. And then this one here is your rainbow pearl as well. And again here, a really lovely bright burst of colour. Imagine the actual cards themselves, the base cards, cut from this in that trifold would look absolutely stunning. If you want to go for those, $22.99, $24.95 is your price there on that. Lots of you tuning in and saying hello today as well. Let's see who we've got joining us. I see Monica's in, Kathy Gale, Marcella, Barbara's here, Kathy Sue, Cheryl, Evelyn, loads of you. Evelyn's on a last push to get her Thanksgiving cards done. Marilyn says she's not a cat person but loves the sentiments. Mary loves the whole set. Marilyn's got hands on these, as has Barbara as well. Lots of you ordering them. A lot of love for the elephants and the bunnies at the moment. You remember, you can get them individually. You can, of course, buy them in their 2s as well. Any 2 for £18 or $24. But the best way to get the best value and get the cardstock as well as all 6 of the brand new designs is to go for these details that are on your screen right here. Right, what's next, Debbie?
Yeah, in fact, you've just mentioned the bunny. We're going to use the bunny.
Fabulous.
So, yeah, it's a really cute one. I'm going to use that card in a slightly different way. Now, it doesn't mean just because we've cut it to that size that you have to use it in that way. So what I've done is trim mine down. So if you've got a pen ready and you want to take the measurements, if not, just watch and you can rewind back. So what I've got here, I've cut this first one down to 10 inches by 5 inches, and then I've scored it at 2.5 inches. I've scored it at 2 inches, 2.5 inches, 7.5 and 8 inches, and then I folded those lines there, so you can see that's given me this sort of fold at the side. You need 2 pieces of those exactly the same, and then I've done another piece, and this piece is 5 inches again but by 9 inches, and this piece is your middle section. So we're going to create a diorama card, but almost like a what's the word when you look through something, the book, like the tunnel books. So a bit like a tunnel effect, and we're going to bring those bunnies in. These are gorgeous. I'm not surprised that people love them, and especially coming up to Easter, we're coming up to Christmas, but once Christmas
don't worry.
is gone,
38 days till Christmas, isn't it? So it means 39 days till the Easter eggs will be in the shops,
there you go.
because Boxing Day they'll all be in, that'll be it.
There you go, so bunnies at the ready. Yeah, so these are great, and you've got your sentiments in there, you've got extra little accessory stamps in there. These are just gorgeous. Now the first one we're going to do, because my middle section is going to be the smaller piece, we're going to cut into our first piece, which is going to be our top part. Again, I've just mat and layered those pretty papers from our pad, so I'm just sort of roughly going to pop by eye. I know that my bunny this time is going to go up this way, so this is where my bunny is going to sit, and we're going to pop that through. Now you can stamp directly onto them, but I like this idea of being able to cut it out and have it against those pretty papers in the background. So let's pop a piece of tape on. Again, I'm going to pop that into the piece inside, so it doesn't matter if it gets a bit sticky. And instead of doing both of them, I just want to do one, because we want to get that first aperture. That's not going to fit, so we need our bigger plates. I want to get that first aperture cut so we can line that up perfectly. So again, just put it in your sandwich, what your any of your die cutting machines say, run that through and give that a die cut.
Fabulous. Lots and lots of love coming in for these. Eleanor Swing Jones says, I love the elephant, he's just so cute. I have to say that I fell in love with all the animal die collections Craft of Companion have come up with. They all came in handy for me when making cards for all my grandchildren. I think these would be great for children. I think though, I mean, a lot of these, the samples that have been done are very pretty and very cutesy, aren't they, Debbie? But I reckon if you use some more elegant tones, some more elegant paper pads, you could really sort of glam these up a bit, don't you think?
Oh, totally, yeah. I think there is such a thing about being cute, but in a very glam way. And absolutely.
Hello, Debbie.
Oh, of course.
Yours
sorry.
truly.
Absolutely, absolutely. Says he with the silly jumper.
Silly? Look, if this isn't glam and cute together, this has got sequin red boots on this jumper, I'll have you know, Debbie. Never been so offended. Come on, Lionel, we're leaving.
I'm sure he has. Right, now, don't do the rookie mistake that I did earlier. That's made me very conscious now. So I won't be doing that again, will I? So make sure when you do your next die, you make sure that the bunny in there is going to fit. So I can see this way round, my bunny is going to go. Let me check. It's this? Hang on, let's do it that way, because I'm pretty sure that's the face and the ears. So yeah, there we go. So putting those 2 pieces of card, layering them up there. I'm going to put my tape across. I thought I just took it off that other piece. Let's take it off there and then pop that on.
Just thinking about this, Debbie, if you wanted to, could you have both characters coming into the same aperture? Because could you...
Well, it would
not
cut
really.
it away, so probably not really,
Right.
no. I'd have to play a little bit more, so I'm just going to check. Yeah, that bunny
Because I think the
goes
bigger
in
aperture
there,
would
that
cut the
bunny
smaller
goes
one
in
out, wouldn't
there.
it?
Yes. Yeah, it would.
Just a thought.
Just a thought.
Mrs. Simmons says that Mr. Simmons, it's either Mrs. Immons or Mr. Simmons. It's all one word. It's impossible to tell. Said it's totally glam, Joe. Thank you very much, Mr. Simmons / Mrs. Immons.
Joe knows I'm joking. He's
I know you're
always
joking.
Glamorous. He's my glamorous TV hubba.
Such a glamazon.
Glamazon. Right, so we've cut out our 2 pieces. So you can see this piece has been left flat and this piece has this bit in it. Now the reason I have popped these together, because when you put this piece, and I've made that piece shorter, that will stick to that piece at the back, so it creates that tunnel vision. And then this piece is the one that's going to sandwich it all together at the back and create that sort of look through, so you can see looking through. So it's a really nice way to do it. Now what I have done, if I have already pre-cut out my bunnies, so I'm going to show you them. What I do love about these designs, Joe, is they're really snippable, so they're not any hard shapes to cut around. There's no like feathering of anything or hair that's sort of jagged in it. They're all nice clean cut shapes, so they're really easy to stamp out and give them a colour. All I've done on this one is I've used my grey pen to go around the edges and a little bit of the pale pink on the inside, and we're going to pop these on. So our first one is going to fit directly into this piece here, so we're just going to use, I'm just using my tape pen. You can use a wet glue or whatever glue you've got to hand. So let's pop him onto there. So cute. Their little faces on this are very cute. Look at this one. This one is like, I'm not talking to you.
Very sassy, this one, isn't it?
It's very sassy.
Very
sassy rabbit. Yes, a sassy rabbit. Absolutely. It's funny, that one's face. And never again am I going to change faces on our animals, because I've done that once before.
Change faces?
I put some eyebrows on a rabbit before.
Oh.
And it looked very cross. It did look like an evil rabbit, yeah. Yeah, I was with Ben at the time, and yeah, he couldn't stop laughing because it did just, and I was like, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Right, so just stamped out some of those other elements. I really like the focus on this one because I've done it all these soft, pretty pink colours, so they look really lovely. And you've got your little balloon coming out of the present there. I love everything about this collection. We've thought about all the detail, everything that you could need from a real cutesy collection.
Yeah, people are still talking about the eyebrows in the comments, Debbie. It was the pop-out bunny character die, apparently, and it was hilarious, according to the characters, according to the socials.
Well, you know me, Joe. Yeah, it was funny, but he did look very angry. Right, so let's pop now these together. So I'm going to, first of all, pop our tape down on the sides, and then we're going to stick this centerpiece in. So I'm going to stick this center over here, and then we're going to bring that over to the other piece. So just popping that down, and that's going to create our diorama. There we go, just lining that up along there. Rub that down, so that creates our first piece, and then because we've created that step on here, we're going to do exactly the same, but I'm going to put my tape onto this side first and then onto the other side. So has anybody got any crafty plans for the weekend?
Ooh, crafty plans for the weekend.
Yes.
I'm going to go to the Christmas markets, I think, on Sunday, Debbie, and there are a lot of beautiful craft stalls. There was a lot of wonderful, like, handmade soaps and handmade, like, lotions and potions from, like, all little small local producers that look quite nice. So I might treat myself to some of those.
Lovely.
And I still haven't been since it's opened. We've got a national craft centre in Manchester, and it's in this really big, old, lovely corn exchange, Debbie. Oh, okay. I'll take you when you come down.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's all little artisan producers, so all different types of crafts.
Nice.
So there's jewellery makers and glass blowers and all sorts of different things. So maybe I'll have a little look in there
yeah,
as well.
Absolutely.
It's on like 2 levels. It's like a little sort of Victorian arcade type thing. So I need to go and have a look at that. It's all fully open again now.
Oh, nice. I literally can't wait. I'm wishing the time away, Joe.
Oh, don't do that, Debbie. We've got Christmas first.
I know. It's terrible, isn't it? But I am looking forward to coming down.
Well, I hope it's not boring when you come, if you've wished all your Christmas away to come and see me, and then we don't have much fun.
Well, the pressure's on.
Oh, okay.
Right, so happiest of birthdays to you. And then we're just going to decorate with some of these little stamped embellishments, which look super cute. So popping that one at the side.
Love the ginghams.
Yeah, it looks nice, doesn't it? Yeehaw. So popping that over there.
Yeehaw, did you say?
Yeehaw. Gingham, yeah.
Gingham, yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
I don't get it.
That's what Nigel May used to always do with the gingham. Gingham,
Oh.
yeehaw. Because of the no for the cowboy shirts.
Oh, I get it now.
Yes.
I get it now. We're all on the same page now, don't worry. Another beautiful creation using this. And I think the great thing is, Debbie, what you've done is create two very different cards there. Both of them really, really effective and beautiful, but neither of them particularly challenging, I would say. Nothing that a beginner crafter couldn't put together quite simply. And I think that's the joy of these. You're going to create things that look really spectacular without too much effort. Let me run you back through the characters again then that you've got in here. So you've got the best buddies, which are your two little doggies just here. You've then got the pussycat, which is peeking in to say hello, which is this one just here. Next up, you've got those beautiful little schmetterlings in there as well. Then we also have the owls, which is You Have My Heart, which are these ones just here. Next up then, you've got You Mean So Much, which are these fabulous little elephants. And then we also have Birthday Bunny there as well, which is that one. Absolutely fantastic. $52.44, $65.98 is your price on those, saving you $17.49 or $22.67. Not only do you get all 6 brand new designs, you will get the 6x12 super smooth cardstock as well. Am I right in thinking we can colour directly onto that cardstock if we want to, that super smooth, Debbie?
Yep,
it's designed for us to do that.
Yep.
A lot of you choosing to add extras of the cardstock into your baskets as well. Details are there on the screen for you. $9.99 or $12.95 would be a really wise move to throw a couple of extra of those into your baskets. I know these are going to be that concept that you're going to start making and going to absolutely love giving to people. I can see a lot of you with very full baskets, a lot of you with this launch in your basket over on the website at the moment. Let's give you an opportunity to check those baskets out. So whilst you do that, here's all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Achieve crisp, precise, and perfect die cutting results every time with the Gemini Accessories Plastic Shim. The idea behind the plastic shim is that it creates a thicker plate combination, offering an even more precise die cutting result with each pass. Simply pop a plastic shim between your cutting plates and then roll through your Gemini die cutting machine and voila! An amazing precise cut every time. Plastic shims work really well with detailed or thin metal dies. So if intricate cutting is your thing, then the Gemini Accessories Plastic Shim is your best friend. There are plastic shims sized to work with a whole range of Gemini machines. And for just $14.95 or £9.99, the Gemini Accessories Plastic Shim can be yours today.
Oh, very, very busy. Lots of you checking out there under those. Dana's had a great suggestion, which I think is awesome. I think she thinks I'm more talented with my ideas than I actually am. But Dana suggests maybe you could mix and match to a degree, Debbie. So like you could use the large elephant on the outside and then maybe the small butterfly on the inside or something like that, or actually have one animal on the outside, one animal on the inside.
Yeah,
absolutely. No reason to stop you doing that. Carletta says her daughter's coming over to make cards with her on Sunday. Debbie says, that's talking about weekend plans, of course. Debbie's saying, making the place cards for our Thanksgiving table. And then the grandkids write the names and place them on the table. That is really cute. Marilyn's also finishing all of their Thanksgiving crafting as well. Crafty Becky saying how cute these are. Marilyn's still talking about your evil rabbit with the eyebrows as well. I want to move on and share with you a few other bits that are on the show that I think you might want to go for. We do have the watercolour cardstock available for you on the show. You get, of course, 15 sheets in each of these, so 45 sheets total there across the 3 packs, $9.50 or $13.50 if you want to go for that. We also have available the heavyweight acetate in the A5 size, which is fabulous. Again, it's a 3-pack of this, 25 sheets in each, so 75 sheets in total there. $20.37 or $25.37 is your price. I've got something hilarious to tell you about in a minute, Debbie. Remind me. It's also slightly disgusting. We've also got the glossy highlights available, our glossy highlights available for you on the show. These ones here, $5.99 or $6.95 if you want to get your hands on those. $4.79 or $5.56. Myself and Ben had a photo shoot this morning, Debbie, for something very special that's coming up.
Ask about that.
Wait till you see my suit. I'm very, very happy with it. But we're talking about what we're going to do at the end of the month with because we're all obviously growing our tashes this month.
For I don't think I want to know.
Crohn's and colitis UK are raising money. We've raised loads of money so far. If you want to sponsor us, you can. All the details are on my social media or on Ben's social media. So we're saying what we're going to do at the end of the month. So we thought, we're going to have to shave them off. So Ben had the idea we'd shave them off, put them in a shaker card, and I was like, no, I don't think that's very nice. I think that's a bit, don't you?
We definitely don't want to be doing that. And I'm definitely not making that card.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. I think we'll just vacuum it up. I think that'll be what we will do. Anyway, Debbie, save me from myself, please. What are we doing next?
Depends how long they get. If they can sort of grow them those long ones, perhaps you could donate it.
Donate it to who?
Can't you? Well, don't people use like hair to do things?
I guess so. I wonder. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, let's not get on this subject of moustaches. Right, so I'm going to tell you the measurements of this, and you're going to cut 2 of these out. So I'm creating a box, and I've done it 8.5 inches by 8.25 inches. I've scored in at 1/2 inch and then at 4.5 inches. And then all I've done is along the bottom, I've actually scored this in 2 inches across the bottom, and then I've just cut myself these pieces out, which create, you can see they will go into like a box shape with a little flap on the end there. Well, I say a tab that you can glue down. Now I've done that twice, so you can do that. I've got 2 pieces here, and I've also I've used that Pause for Thought paper pad, so you can use your pause on here, because I am using, let me just bring that in, is the little puppy dog. So I absolutely adore this one. I love the card on the front here. Whoever's done this has done a little Dalmatian. These dogs are quite, you can make them in lots of different designs of dogs, whatever your colour dog is, how they are, and make them into a totally different dog. So a really great one to use, and probably quite a popular one, I would imagine. Do you think we've got more cat lovers or dog lovers as watching?
I think we might be slightly more cat lovers than dog lovers
I think
as
more
a community.
Cat lovers. Yes, absolutely.
I think amongst us here at Crafts TV, more dog lovers than cat lovers.
Yes,
but I think as part of our wider craft community, probably more cat lovers. The dog one on its own is very, very popular individually, by the way. So if you do want to get the dog on its own, you absolutely can. All of them are available individually at $9.99 or $12.95. Any 2 of these for £18 or $24. Best way to get the best value, of course, is to get all of it together, and then you get the cardstock as well, which is fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. So on one of those, I've already put my papers. Again, we're just going to run that through, so we're cutting that into our actual design. So let me just move my plates back. pop that through and run that through our Gemini. So nice and easy. So you can see it doesn't matter what concept you cut them into, whether it be a gift tag, a gift box, a card, whatever concept card that is, you just need to create it. If you even just want to layer 2 pieces up, even make a shaker card, create them just on one panel and one behind, and just have some foam, what they call foam pads.
Foam pads, yeah.
Foam pads, that's the one. Foam pads just to hold them up. There's so many different ways that you can use them. So there we go. So you can see, and this one's you can see that shape of that dog coming together already. Now, the other thing that I've done is I've then created another panel. So we've got these 2 panels. Now, the reason being, I've created these. So I've given you the size of the box. I've then created this with the size of what the middle section is, which I will just tell you is 4 inches, and then I've added an inch. So I've done this 5 inches and scored it at ½ an inch on each side. These are going to act as our like inside parts. So I'm going to, first of all, we're going to cut our little other dog one into here. So we're going to pop that into our card. But that's it, I needed to do this one first. So we want to pop that in again, pop that to the size of our card, and then this one, I think our dog is going to go this way round, but I am just going to check. So let's bring that dog in, because I think both dogs look at each other. Yes, so that one goes there. So we're going to bring that one in and cut that right in the centre. And then just again bring in some tape. I'm not leaving any of this to chance, because you do want to just pop it all in the right position so you've got them in.
Thinking this collection, Debbie, as well might be a really good one. You know, people that make cards for people. So someone will come to you all the time and say, can you make me a card for X person?
Yep.
And there you go, okay, what are they into, what do they love? And people are like, don't really know. And you're like, well, I need something to work with.
Yep.
I think this would be a good one of those collections. You know, everyone loves an animal. There's going to be an animal within here that you go, okay, are they more an owl person, a dog person, a cat person, an elephant person?
Yep.
It could be one of those really good fallback collections that you have in your stash that you know, like a bit like a get out of jail card. So if you maybe don't know someone incredibly well, you're not really sure exactly what they're into, it'd be easy to create something quite cute that you could give to pretty much anyone using this.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And actually, Joe, I don't even think you have to be a particular animal lover to be able to like cute designs like this.
No, absolutely not.
Which is so nice. Now, what I am going to do is I'm going to put our box together first. So I'm just putting the tape pen down the sides and just attaching each piece together. So on like this. Now this box could be any shape at all. I thought it would be a really good one. My daughter has a dog, very naughty puppy actually as well, and I just thought it'd be nice to put some treats in for Christmas. So we're just going to pop this together.
What sort of puppy is it?
It's a beagle.
A beagle. They can be mischievous, can't they?
She's very mischievous.
Yeah.
Bonnie, her name is, and she just doesn't listen. She doesn't listen to
I have no idea what that's like.
Word you say. Not that no one listens.
A friend of mine has got a beagle crossed with a cocker spaniel. Can you imagine what a mix that is?
Wow. Sighted.
Absolutely bonkers dog, that one.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, Bonnie is exactly the same. She just charges around everywhere. And she bites, she chews everything. And my poor granddaughters, their toys just get chewed up.
Oh,
so
no.
I'm dreading it, because I bought them new toys for Christmas and thinking, oh no, Bonnie's just going to get them.
Bless Bonnie.
I buy Bonnie some toys, although they've stopped getting her toys now because they're gone in a day.
Oh no.
They literally just shreds them.
Oh.
Doesn't seem to matter what they give her, she just shreds them.
Maybe she'll calm down as she gets a bit older.
Yeah, she's not very old. They've only had her a few months.
Right, okay. Mr. Simmons says doggies. Rhonda says, oh no, about the shaker card idea. Susan says dogs. Barbara saying cats. Dana has got one of each, so dogs and cats. Joanne's got a cat and a dog, and the cat is most definitely the one in charge in that house, apparently. Cindy loves dogs and cats. And Panda Craft says, oh, I always love the elephants on these types of cards. They are always so cute. They really are. And Stephanie says, so looking forward to receiving in this collection. I was lucky when Ben called my name for it during the HSM preview. I love all the animals, but truly a dog person. There you are. I'd love a dog. Would really love. I'd like a mini sausage dog.
Oh, would you?
A little mini sausage dog. One of the ones, you know, they're like all the mottly colour. You know, they've got the sort of mottled fur. Brindle, I believe they're called.
Oh, okay.
And I'd call it something like Lulu, or I don't know. If it was a little boy, maybe.
My mum used to always call me that, Lulu.
If it was a little boy, maybe Trumpet.
Trumpet.
Love it. A little dog called Trumpet. Trumpet, come on. So cute. Your mum used to call you Lulu?
Yeah.
Why?
I think it was because when I was born, she wanted to call me Lucy.
Right.
And then my dad actually took me to the... my mum couldn't go to register me. No. Can't remember what happened at the registry office, but my dad changed his mind and called me Deborah.
What? Without your mum knowing?
Yeah.
Wow. Imagine the argument after that.
And years ago, they didn't need to know. You didn't need to have the mum present. The dad could just register, but you can't do that anymore. So a mum has to register now. But yeah, and so she's always called me Lulu.
My grandma registered my birth, which was where we got into the birthday on the wrong day scenario for all those years.
That is so funny.
I ended up with the wrong birthday. You got the wrong name, honestly.
I know. Let's do that foot. We've missed the foot. There we go. So we've got our two little doggies. They look happy, don't they? I mean, are they happy? How happy are those faces? I wonder who designed these.
Ooh.
It's a shame we can't we need to find out more when we get new things in to give a shout out to our fabulous designers. So let's pop that onto there. I'm going to bring in some pens. So let's just give this one a little colour. So now I'm using these because they're quite quick to use, but we do have the tri-colour ones on, which are amazing. They're going to work so well. So just nice and quick, just adding in that shading. I never worry too much when I'm first laying down colour because it's all about blending in, getting that sort of ink to work round. And underneath, and then we just fill that back in to start blending that all out.
Wendy's got 6 cats.
6 cats.
I'm allergic to cats. That would be a nightmare for me, Debbie.
We used to have cats and dogs, and they're right. The cat does rule because we used to have 2 German shepherds, and our cat used to sit on the end of the settee. And when the cat wasn't when the cat wasn't looking, we used to have. When the dog wasn't looking, the cat used to whack the dog with its paw around the head. And the dog would just look up and like, and then the cat would just get a bit more confident and whack it. Yeah, they literally whacked it around the head, yeah.
Donna's just got a German Shepherd puppy, and she is a little terror apparently as well. There you go. I reckon they'll grow out of it. Fingers crossed. And Gilmore saying the dog in this collection is just the cutest. It is. I love how you can colour it up differently though. I love that the one on the packaging, and we have samples for it, don't we, is of a Dalmatian, which looks adorable, but then this one looks equally adorable.
Yeah,
I wonder what sort of doggy
this looks
this
more
one
like a lab, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like a little lab. So yeah, I love that with these because you can really, I'm using our sparkle markers just to bring in something a little bit different in the collar. It was collar. I said that really weird then and made myself laugh. As normal, Joe.
It's so normal.
Right, so let's bring in our 2 little doggies. So we've done one on this side, which is going to go onto our front, and then we've done one for the inside of our card, which is just going to go into here. So let's put all these into place. Fine, I keep putting my tape pen down and then I can't see it because it's right in front of me. So, is this your last day today, Joe, or you've got another day tomorrow?
I am here tomorrow, all day, with the lovely Debbie Robinson. A triple Debbie Robinson day tomorrow, which will be lovely. Another new launch for you. We've got the metallic flip markers, of course, in Colour Me Happy tomorrow, which will be awesome. Of course, Wake Up Call. And then also we'll be launching the new Positive Thoughts collection, myself and Debbie, tomorrow as well, in this very slot, 3 p.m. in the UK, 10 a.m. across on the East Coast. It's going to be a lovely day tomorrow.
Very nice.
And it's Friday, so we're all going to have that Friday feeling. Fake Friday, real Friday, Debbie.
That looks, I'm just looking at that dog's mouth. It looks like it's got a little tooth. I think it's got a little tooth, look.
Has he got a little tooth?
Yeah, it looks like it's got a little tooth, look.
What is that?
Well, I don't think it's meant to be like that, but it does look like it's got a little tooth.
Oh, bless him.
How cute is that? Yeah, little things make me happy. Right, now what I am going to do, I'm going to bring in tacky glue. So let's find my little Gloria holder, and then we're going to use tacky glue. Now what happens with tacky glue, it takes a little bit longer to dry, which means it gives me a bit of wiggle room. So I'm going to pop this into here, and we're going to slot it inside. So do you remember when we did the pop-up? Were they called pop-ups? What were they called? I think they were called pop-up cards, Joe. I'm going to pop this inside.
The one with the angry bunny?
No. No, it wasn't.
Not on that one, okay.
Wasn't
Just
that one, yeah. So I'm going to pop this to the side and then onto the other side as well. Just hold that in place. And then just rub my fingers through the hole inside. Now, because I had that bit of wiggle room, it means that I can maneuver it about and know that's going to stay where it's going to stay. And then if you flatten that down, those two pieces will just stick to the side. There we go. So if I bring that in, you can see from the top, they're stuck on each side. And then what we're going to do is bring in our next piece, but this one I want to put in a sentiment. So I've stamped this out. Look at this. You're my best buddy. How cute is that? So we're going to pop that inside, but I'm going to do that one afterwards. So let's pop that in. And put our glue on the side. Again, we can use that wet glue. I would definitely use this. And pop that one in the side. There we go. And it will just slot down. That's it. And then we can bend it again and rub that back down. So once we've done that, you can see we've then got our tunnel bit going on. We've then got You're My Best Buddy. So we're going to pop that on the inside. Again, let's bring this.
This is a beautiful box, Debbie. Really gorgeous.
It's lovely, isn't it? And then we're going to have that just coming out of his mouth there. Oh, how cute is that? I love this dog one. Oh, can't see it now, so I need to bring that over a bit more.
That's the joy of using the wet glue, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So we can keep moving that over. Need to bring that in. Oh, that will do. I'm not too worried. I'm not going to worry too much. Although I clearly am because I'm fiddling with it. There we go. That will be fine. And then we're just going to put our bottoms of our box on, Joe. So let's use, again, just pop some of that glue into place. And
loads of love still coming in for these. Carol Blake said, what is Debbie putting her glue in to hold it? Oh, that's Gloria, the glue holder.
Oh, have you not heard of? I suppose some people wouldn't have heard of Gloria. Yes, Gloria's been pimped up. She was just the top of a water bottle. It is literally just the top of a water bottle. You can see the top there. Any water bottle, I've tried many different ones, and I've just blinged it up. Although I don't quite like her blinged up because she looks like a loo roll holder. Do you remember those loo roll holders where you used to put the dolls over the top?
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of. My nan used to have one at the top of the loo, and I was like, don't ever let me ever get one of those. But if you've got one, I'm sure it's very beautiful. But it's brilliant because it means that your glue with your pin in it never gets rusty because it's always held upside down. So and it's a good place to put your pin as well when you finish with it.
Fabulous.
So, then Joe, all I've done, I will give you, because I gave you the measurements for the box, I've done a lid for it because I want to put some doggy treats in for Christmas. So I've done a 6-inch lid and I've just scored it an inch in, which then makes it 4 inches that will cover our whole box. And again, I'm just going to bring that tape pen in. Now, our tape pens are super strong. Leanne went through around about 25 different tape pens before she got the one that she wanted. These are super strong with 22 meters of glue on them, which is amazing. So for all your construction, your mats and layers, they are going to work beautifully. So just massaging them in at the corners, because that heats up the glue and makes it even more tacky. So I know that one won't come apart. And then that will finish our little box. I've got a bow just to pop on. So let's bring that round. I'm going to pop my...
it's like a little theatre box, isn't it?
It is, exactly that.
It's like
Yeah,
a little
absolutely.
I really love the amount of dimension that you've got in that.
And
it's
then
amazing.
all I've done here as well is I just created this little tag. You're getting all these different stamps on your stamp set. If I bring them in, you can see all those different ones there. Turn it round. So you can actually create your own little tag topper. So I'm going to pop that on the top, and we're going to add a bow onto there to finish off. So a really nice way of just doing your little pooch, a beautiful little gift box. How cute is that?
Oh, I think we might have an early contender for Demo of the Week, Debbie.
Oh, big words. Yes, yeah, we've got very
Adam
few
points
stars.
out that actually it is Thursday today, therefore it's not early in the week, it's just a contender. It's not an early contender. Honestly, no, I'm only joking. That is very true. It is Thursday. Anyway, moving on. Right, let's share with you again all the different designs that we have got in here. So you've got to get those gorgeous doggies in that you've just seen Debbie using. You've got the cat in there as well. That's in the peeking in to say hello. You've been on my mind. The gorgeous butterflies here. I love that you've got that lovely stitched edge detail even around the aperture as well. Really finished it off beautifully. The owls here, which are You Have My Heart. You've got this one here, which is You Mean So Much, for those gorgeous little elephants. And then the bunnies in there for you too. All 6 of those coming your way with the 6x12 cardstock as well, which is fantastic. 52.44 or 67.98 if you want to get those. We've got some beautiful pattern papers, which I think would work really well with this collection. 138 sheets here in total, and you've got 3 of our best-selling paper pads within here. So this one firstly is the Farmhouse collection, which has got a really lovely uplifting colour tone, very bright, some nice florals, got some patterns in here as well, a really good all-rounder, that one. Then this one here, which is the Be Beautiful collection. The Be Beautiful Nature's Garden relaunch was one of the most popular in recent times. Really lovely sort of warm tones in here. So lots of warm oranges and yellows and browns within there, sort of lots of terracotta tones. If you want to fussy cut some of these out, you can. Love that you've even got some toppers within there too. So cut that down in 6x6s and you've got a beautiful card topper ready to go in no time at all. And you've got that lovely geometric feel running all the way through there as well. And then finally, this one here, this is your garden party. So within the garden party here, you've got all these beautiful florals. It's very lacy, lots of different texture within there too, and some nice checks and ginghams in there for you as well. And the chevrons also beautiful. Really lovely pastel tones all the way through that one. $25.98 or $39.90 gets you all 3 of those, which is absolutely awesome. We do also have the tricolour aqua markers on the show for you, proving very busy still on these. You buy 3 and we give you 1 free, which is awesome. So you're getting 12 markers in total. So this is how they come packaged to you. And then these are a representation of the colours that are in each of the packs. This one's a great outdoors. And the way these works are, rather than our tri-blend markers, which would have, the alcohol markers would have 1 colour in 3 different shades. These actually have 3 different colours that will all blend together without sort of greying or muddying in any way. So within the great outdoors, you get the Botanic Natural, the Cool Marine and the Rich Floral. All 9 colours as well across each pack are complementary. So it means that if you had just the 1 pack, you could paint a project and it would look absolutely beautiful together. You're also in here getting, though, of course, the Floral Meadow. You will receive the Essential Neutrals, and then you've also got that colour basics there as well. $29.87, $44.85. That should be the price for 3. We're sending you 4 for that price today, which is absolutely awesome. Very busy on this, the brand new launch that we've got for you, which is this new Trifold concept at the moment. Lots of you absolutely loving these. Right, Debbie, what would you like to share with us next?
Okay, so someone wrote in earlier to say that you could use both of them together. So that's exactly what we're going to do on this demo. And you can literally use them with all different ones. But for me, the butterfly one is the one that's going to go with every single one of them, because it's the extra added element, isn't it, than just the animal, because it's that insect that's about. Yeah, love this one. So I'm going to use it with the elephant. elephants. So we're going to take our first piece and we're going to take our biggest piece of the elephant. And I'm actually we're going to put this onto, sorry, I want the smaller piece because it's on the inside. So this one is going to be our elephant here. So just popping that there, and then I'm going to bring in the butterfly. The butterfly is beautiful. I love all the stamps that you're getting on here, all the different accessories. You've got all your sentiments here. You've been on my mind, sending you much love, just a little note. You've got another one down here, hello beautiful. So all those really lovely stamp sets. So if you're a stamper, you're going to absolutely love these. And then to have that added element of using your dies to cut them is just an added bonus. Right, so I've got another piece of card here. What we are going to do is use our stamp and our die. So bringing in that largest one, we're going to pop that onto here, and that will be our butterfly at the top. I mean, how lovely is that? You can see how that's going to come together. Absolutely stunning. Let's get my low tack tape and pop that together. So I'm just making sure, so this is where your butterfly will be stamped, so I'm making sure I put it in a section here that's going to allow that butterfly to be stamped. So I'm going to go about, let's do about there, and then take that down. And then we can run that through. So that's our first piece done. And there we go.
Would you be able to use these on the junior plates through the junior machine and still create that trifold concept, Debbie?
Yeah, absolutely you would, yes, because the Gemini plates are 6 inches wide. And your cardstock, I believe, what's the cardstock there, Joe?
6 by 12.
It is 6, so it's 6 inches. So if you're using that size cardstock, then it would.
So you just have a bit
hanging out.
All right, perfect.
No problem at all. Right, so that's our first piece. So we've got our, got my tape attached. Let's take that piece of tape out because we're also going to put them through our other side. So let's have that. And then we're going to do the same. So this one, because this piece I've got tabs on, all will come clear afterwards. I'll give you the measurements just in case you were wondering. It's 6 inches by 5 inches, and I've scored it at 1/2 inch in on each side. So this one, we're going to use our smallest. I just had it, didn't I, Joe? And now it's probably under there. There it is. This one is going to become a dome. So we're going to actually put this onto this piece here and then wrap that around. So what I want to do is create it so this piece is in the center. So we're going to just hold that in line where our elephant goes, pop that down, so I know that's going to be about there. It doesn't have to be perfect, this one. You just want it where you know that window you can see through. So around about there, right in the center. So we're going to hold that just in place and tape that down. And again, open that up and then we can run that through. I think we might need to put that on our bigger plate now. It'd probably be much easier just to work from a Gemini Junior, to be honest, Joe.
Right.
Because all these designs will all fit through and be able to work through because of their 6 inch cardstock.
Awesome. Mary Lee absolutely loving that collection of paper pads. It's a really good sort of cross section of different styles and colours in there. I think if you are new to crafting, that 3-piece paper pad is a really good stash builder.
Yeah, it's always good to have paper pads, and we use them a lot, don't we? So even if you want to replace a few, they're great ones to replace them with. Right, so we're going to take our elephant and we're going to stamp him directly onto here. I don't think we've done this yet, Joe, have we? I've been doing all the matting and layering and cutting them out. So we're going to put our, let me just move that, our elephant right onto there. And again, just making sure that's in place. Put our magnets down, and I'm just making sure that's straight. There we go. Pop that over the top, and then we can just pick him up. And then again, I'm using alcohol proof to put onto there.
Awesome. Don't forget, this is not the only show today here on Craft TV. We'll have another fantastic show coming your way Thursday evening, which would normally mean cartload, Debbie, wouldn't it? However,
yes, I know.
Tonight it doesn't. It was yesterday cartload, so it's Creative Cravings tonight. Myself, Michelle, the lovely Andrew will be back with us as well, so make sure you join us for that. 7 p.m. in the UK, 2 p.m. on the East Coast, 11 a.m. West Coast, where we will have 2 hours of fabulous crafty fun together.
Absolutely. I do love a creative cravings.
Is that one opportunity where maybe take it back to basics a little bit, isn't it, through the week? So any questions you've got, anyone that's newer to crafting, we get so many brand new viewers all the time. Creative Cravings, which is normally on a Wednesday every week, but this week it is actually on a Thursday. That's your place to be.
Yeah, it makes everything easy and watchable and doable, and you don't have to worry that you can't do it. Everything you will be able to do. Yeah, it's a great show, Creative Cravings. And lovely to have Andrew with us on the team.
Absolutely.
So just colour in that elephant. And it's also, it's good to get a different perspective, isn't it, from others?
Yeah, absolutely. It's really nice to... everyone has a slightly different way of doing things. I think the thing is with crafting, there is not really any hard and fast, wrong or right way to do anything, really, Debbie, is there? As long as you enjoy what you're doing and end up with something that you're pleased with, then, you know, it's a great way of doing it. Yeah,
absolutely. And funny enough, Michelle was saying to me earlier that she said it's so strange to watch you all because we're all so different in what we do. And I think that's the whole point with Crafters Companion. Every single person is different. There's no rights and wrongs. You just do it what suits you or your way.
You do you.
You do you, boo. So just using our pen just to go in. I think I've used my shades here. This is the darker one, isn't it? Yes. Not that that matters, but my one that I did was the, we need to get another one. I think I need to ask Jake to order a new pen.
We have been doing a lot of crafting recently, Debbie.
Yeah, absolutely, loads.
Getting really busy now in this collection. We've had a big jump actually. We've jumped to a third of the stock gone now on this. Only 1 hour into a brand new launch. Obviously, we would love to have these in stock for weeks, if not months, of course, for you to be able to grab them. But it is going very, very quickly at the moment. I think the thing is, as well, Debbie, they are a brand new concept, aren't they? So it's so lovely to have something new you haven't seen before. I think you're going to give these to people and it'll definitely be something they've not seen before as well. So it creates something unique, which is beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. So what I've done here, because I didn't want a really bright ear, I've literally gone over with my pen just to even that out a bit more, with our little elephant in the background. And then what we've got, Joe, we've got this one here, but we've used the butterfly. So I can stamp directly onto this because it isn't, and it gives you a good guide. You don't need to stamp it. It's quite nice to have that stamped outline. So I'm gonna pop that into place and bring in my magnets. And then we're gonna use that butterfly stamp, there we go, right on that corner. And then bring that in.
I mean, butterflies and elephants get on. I think they do.
Of course, yeah, of course they do. They're better than flies, aren't they?
I guess so.
Yeah, is that a true thing that that elephants don't like mice? They're scared of mice. No, that's what I'm asking.
Definitely scared. Elephants are definitely scared of fire. Like really scared of fire.
Well, isn't everyone?
But I mean, like really scared. Like if there was a fire miles away in the distance, elephant would like turn and run the other way. Like really super scared of it.
Oh.
Apparently, elephants and mice get on all right.
Oh, so it's just a myth.
Just a myth.
Just a myth. Right. So then what?
Do you know anything I love about elephants, Debbie? They eat all day, every day, continuously.
Really?
They just don't stop.
Oh.
Honestly. So you know the term like, oh, they eat like an elephant?
Yeah.
That is because they just, they don't have the capacity to become full.
I've never heard that.
They just eat all day, every day, continuously. Have you not? My nan would always say it to me. I'll take that biscuit off him. He eats like an elephant, that little one.
I've never heard that.
You've never heard that?
No. Oh. It's always been a pig. You eat like a pig.
Yeah. No, they never become full.
Oh, okay. They must poo all the time then.
Consistently. That's why they're doing it all the time. It's just like a little conveyor belt.
I can show the elephant whisperer.
I went and spent, I was really lucky, when I was in Thailand about 6 years ago, I went and camped in the middle of the rainforest with a load of elephants.
That's amazing.
And it was like, it was in a national park, so they were all rescues.
Yeah.
And you weren't allowed to sort of touch them or ride them or get too close to them, but you basically just camped in the middle of this forest, this rainforest, and they would just, you just hear them all night by your tent, like rustling around outside. You open your tent door, and then sure enough, there's an elephant there.
Must have been.
No, they're very, very gentle. And if they came up to you they were allowed to touch you, but you weren't allowed to touch them. Yeah, and they were very, very friendly, very curious.
Well, I was thinking more that they might just step on the tent and not really think about what it is.
Well, no, I didn't worry about that at the time. No, you've said that. I think we may have had like a little, bit of like cording around it, you know, a little bit of rope round where we were camped. But yeah, it was amazing, really amazing experience.
It was. It must have been amazing. Yeah, absolutely. Right, so all I'm going to do now is just bring in another pen. We're just going to colour a little bit into here, just to give some detail. So never be frightened to actually colour directly onto your cardstock, because it works really well, as long as it's not too patterned. So just putting in a little bit of green. I'm going to go a bit lighter there, I think. And
it would always be alcohol markers, would it, onto a pattern paper, Debbie?
Well, yes. I mean, more so because you don't want to saturate it, because it's paper, not cardstock. So it would just go wrinkly if you were using your watercolours. But if you was to use sort of, if it's so our pattern cardstock, which is 300 GSM, you would get away with your watercolours on there. So just putting that on. And then what I wanted to do, so I've left this here, but just because of time, I'm going to bring in this one here. I've actually coloured one in, so done it a completely different colour, cut it out, coloured it in. I'm just going to blend that out a little bit more. So let's have my, I just want to use my pink.
Not sure what's happened, Debbie, but everyone over on the socials talking about tea and toast all of a sudden.
Tea and toast?
Tea and toast. Toast, Debbie, just butter. Jam, Nutella, Marmite, what would be your go-to preserve?
I had crumpets this morning.
Oh.
They were
but if you'd had
just
toast...
with butter. No, sorry, I was just saying...
That was funny, come on.
Joe. Yes, it was funny. if I was to have toast, I like peanut butter.
Nice.
Crunchy.
Yes, crunchy, yeah, always crunchy peanut butter.
Yeah, and I also like Marmite.
Nice, love a bit of Marmite. Yes. Andrew, what would yours be?
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter as well,
yeah,
nice. Mine would be just...
Peanut butter's good on crumpets as well.
Is it? Yeah. Did you leave any crumpets at the house?
No, I've had them all.
I would say just butter. I like just salted butter on my toast. That, or I do like Nutella. Gotta love Nutella.
Oh, see, no, I'm not a Nutella fan.
Oh, nice.
The only time I like Nutella, and it's if it's in a Ferrero Rocher.
Is a Nutella in a Ferrero Rocher?
That's what that is, isn't it?
What, the inside of a Ferrero Rocher is Nutella?
Yeah.
No wonder I blooming love them. Johnny? Strawberry jam. Seeded or seedless?
Jam. Seedless.
Seedless, yeah, I don't blame you. It gets in between your teeth, doesn't it? Adam? Butter or jam and butter? I must say, the sweet and the salty and the sweet together, it's a good combo. I'm here for that. Oh, no. No.
He was doing so
Here's
well.
one. I know someone else that does this. Adam saying, slice your toast into soldiers and dip it in your tea and then eat the toast. So soggy toast. Do you know this is another thing? You know when you go to the Golden Arches, Debbie, the drive-through one? Some people, with their French fries, have a milkshake and dip their French fries in their milkshake.
No. That's not
nice.
Good. That's
not
nice. No, not at all. No, that's not good. But there's weird, some people have weird things, what I would think was weird, and then other people think it's not. Like, people eat mashed potato sandwiches. That's weird. Like, and yesterday, I have to say...
A mashed potato sandwich, did you say?
Mashed potato sandwich, yeah. That's quite a popular thing. And also, and we had in the cafe here yesterday, they did chicken with gravy in a bun.
Oh, and it was absolutely delicious,
I know,
Debbie.
and I just couldn't... To me, there's nothing worse.
And with stuffing as well. Oh my, it was nice.
Yeah, Michelle
really
said it was amazing, but I was like, I just could not eat that. No.
Dale's obviously, you know, very trendy and hipster because they say obviously avocado toast is the best. I have to agree with you, avocado ones. Oh, nearly fell over. Avocado toast, that's obviously really into the avocado toast, is delicious. Cinnamon sugar on your toast apparently is nice as well. Or chocolate spread.
Oh. Yeah, that's Nutella here. So I don't know if do the US have Nutella?
I don't know. Anyway, back to the show. Enough about toast.
We went from animals to toast. Yeah, why was you talking about toast?
The socials are all chatting about toast, that's why.
Yeah, toast is good. Crumpets are better.
I do love a crumpet. Have you ever had a homemade crumpet?
No.
That wasn't a joke. That was a genuine answer. No, I went to this very fancy hotel and they made the crumpets themselves, Debbie, like on a hot plate. Oh, honestly, you've not lived. Delicious.
I know. I'm not. Yeah, no, I've just never seen anyone make them.
Anyway, I think we did really well to hold it together for an hour and 15 minutes, to be honest.
I think we were doing very well, absolutely. Well, our boys in our ears have been good anyway today. Yeah,
they have been very well behaved today, they have.
They're normally much more naughty. And there we go, so just putting our sentiments on from that, all of that created from those beautiful dies and just creating again in a totally different way, using that dome front on there and then having that just absolutely beautiful. But using two separate ones, your elephant and actually you could use any one of those animals with that butterfly one and it's going to look gorgeous. Yeah,
what I love there, Debbie, as well, that you did the patterned in the front, patterned in the back, but then the plain in the middle really helps to break it up, doesn't it? Really lovely.
Makes it pop.
A really lovely. Oh, I've broken the boards. Oh gosh. Nothing to see.
Oh, it was going so well, Joe.
It's falling apart. I'm falling apart. It's all. Let's just pop those over there for a minute. I'll come back to those in a minute. Let me run you back through the different designs that you're getting here in this collection. So remember what you're going to receive. You're going to get the dogs in here, which is awesome. All the little sentiments and the embellishments in each of these as well. So you've got the dogs in there, you're going to get the little cat there with the houseplants. I think the houseplants are so cute. Houseplants so popular again at the moment, aren't they? They're like super trendy houseplants these days. Great that you got those in there. Got the gorgeous butterflies in there. Remember you have got the ability, as Debbie just did, to mix and match these should you want to. You've got the little owls in here. You've got the elephants there too, all different sentiments within each one as well, so nothing to stop you mix and matching not just the dies and the stamps but also the sentiments across the different collections. You get all 6 of those brand new stamps and dies. What you'll also get, of course, as well is the 6x12 cardstock, which is a perfect cardstock for you to execute that trifold card concept, which these lend themselves so beautifully to. It is really, really busy now over on the website. I'm going to give you another opportunity to check out. Whilst you do that, here's all the details of US delivery.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Achieve crisp, precise, and perfect die cutting results every time with the Gemini Accessories plastic shim. The idea behind the plastic shim is that it creates a thicker plate combination, offering an even more precise die cutting result with each pass. Simply pop a plastic shim between your cutting plates and then roll through your Gemini die cutting machine and voila! An amazing precise cut every time. Plastic shims work really well with detailed or thin metal dies. So if intricate cutting is your thing, then the Gemini Accessories plastic shim is your best friend. There are plastic shims sized to work with a whole range of Gemini machines. And for just $14.95 or £9.99, the Gemini Accessories plastic shim can be yours today.
Oh, loads of you choosing to check out there under that video. Really, really busy on that big collection. We're going to go back there very, very soon. I want to share with you some of the other card stock we've got on the show. Now, these are the coloured card stocks that we've got. 300 GSM though, so if you wanted to turn these into this trifold concept, these would be perfect, because obviously cut these in half, that would give you 6x12s, and then you would be able to make that concept perfectly with that. And then also you've got your sort of mat for your mat and layer already done. 20 sheets in there. If you were cutting them into half for this concept, of course, you'd get 40 cards out of that, which I just think is awesome. Then we're going to move on. We've got the Paisley Pearl. Look at that. That's a real hot pink, that one, isn't it, Debbie? Yeah. Love that. You've got that lovely sort of mustard in there, that beautiful kind of turquoise colour, and then that sort of real midnight blue, which I think is beautiful. Then also we have this one here. This is your rainbow, which is definitely right up my Strasser, this one. You've got the yellow, the green, the purple, that wonderful sort of burgundy, and that lovely, oh, let me show that on there, that lovely pale pink there for you as well. $22.99 or $24.95 if you want to get your hands on any of those. $18.39, $19.96 if you are a platinum member. Very busy still on our brand new launch. 35% of the stock here gone. This is the first opportunity that you've had to get your hands on it here on Crafters TV. A lot of you choosing to add the extra card stock into your basket as well. $9.99 or $12.95. It's an ultra smooth card stock, so great if you want to use your alcohol markers straight onto there. You get 25 sheets. That's pretty much 25 cards ready to go for you. And a lot of you choosing to add an extra one in on top of that main bundle, which is a really, really wise idea. I think Irina absolutely loving that last card that you did there. Debbie, what would you like to share with us next?
Right, so we're going to use the owls because we haven't used them yet. Again, as with all of them, you are getting full instructions with them as well as being able to watch the show back. These are really cute owls. They're actually sitting on their little branches. They've got some really nice little elements here, including the sentiments. I'm owl yours. How nice is that? That's very cute, isn't it? You have my heart and you're twit kind.
You're a what?
Twit too kind.
A twit too kind?
Twit too kind.
Is it owls that can turn their head like all the way around pretty much?
Yeah.
How fabulous is that?
Our Tracy has an owl, doesn't she?
Does she?
Yeah.
She's got an owl?
Yeah, she's got a pet owl.
She has got a pet owl. Does it talk?
Got a pet owl.
Wowzers.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Like a barn owl.
They've had him years, yeah.
Where do they keep him?
I think I'm not sure. I've never really asked that question where they keep him. Yeah, I really don't know. But yeah, no, she's actually got an owl. I was really shocked. I was like, you haven't.
I'm shocked. I'm going to ask her about that when she's back in.
Yeah, ask her about her owl. Yeah, she's had him absolutely years.
Wow.
Yeah. If anyone was going to have an owl, it would be Tracy,
underneath all of their feathers, Debbie, are actually quite small birds.
Oh, are they? Well, yeah.
Have you ever seen an owl naked?
No.
Honestly, they look so strange because they have this they look massive, don't they? But they're actually really quite small underneath. They just have loads and loads of feathers.
Oh, there you go. I'm switching my ink pad now because I'm going to be bringing in our our tricolours, which are our aqua pens, but 3 in 1. So we'll go through those in a little while. So if you're looking for a new colouring medium, the aqua pens are amazing, or the tricolour aquas are amazing. So I'm just inking up our 2 owls to start with. And then we're going to do this separately because I want to do them onto watercolour cardstock. So turning them round and just stamping them down. Again, really cute little faces on these ones. I love that one's carrying a heart, and the other one's almost blushing. He's got his eyes like just sort of closed.
It's cute, isn't it?
Very, very cute. Yeah, they're really nice images, these ones. Right, so I'm going to be bringing in my pens. Now, I'm using the rich neutrals, the warm fiery, and the earthy neutrals. And I'm going to use these from my mat. But I'm also, because I haven't got no water with me, I'm going to use my glitter.
Do you want me to get you some?
No, that's all right. I'm going to use my sparkle pen. I like using the sparkle pen. It just adds a little bit more texture and dimension. So giving that a shake. I'm only going to use a couple of the colours out of here. So first of all, I'm going to take this mid colour, which is our desert. If I bring these round to the right way, you'll be able to see here that with our pens, you have your chestnut, your desert and your topaz. All these three pens have been designed to work together to blend effortlessly together. Now you'll notice with some of the pens, you've got different colour tones. They will still all blend together. You're not going to get any muddy colours or horrible colours. They will work beautifully. So because I want to do some colouring and I want to use precision, I'm going to use my sparkle pen and I'm going to put a little bit of this colour onto my glass mat. So just colouring it on. It's not going to affect your glass mat at all. Apologies, our glass mats are out of stock at the moment, but they will be back soon because they are our core product. And then all we're going to do is take this directly to our owl and just start colouring that in. You can see these go a long way. So even if it was a water brush that I was using, it's going to colour the owl beautifully.
So again, would you use a sparkle pen in exactly the same way as a water brush?
Absolutely,
yeah.
Yep. With a sparkle pen, all you're getting, Joe, is a more constant flow, where I'd have to keep going back into water to put it onto the inks.
Fabulous.
And you don't need to do that.
And also you get
these.
Sparkle. Who doesn't love? You can't have too much sparkle in your life, Debbie, can you?
Definitely not. Never enough sparkle. And I'm going to take just a little bit of the topaz in. I don't think it is topaz actually. Tan in the middle, so we can start adding in some little bit of dark shading, and then we can sort of come round here.
I was just about to tell you something then,
I know,
Debbie,
I was thinking that, and you took a breath,
and then
I was waiting.
I was like, let me just fact check this before I tell you.
You're always full of knowledge, Joe. And if you get to the stage where it's a little bit too, you've got too much ink coming through, just have a piece of tissue on the side just to dab it onto.
Yeah, they sleep 12 hours a day, owls. That's pretty good, isn't it?
Sounds like me.
Yeah, 12 hours. Tigers, though, 16 hours a day they sleep. That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, they are boring animals to go to the zoo to see.
Yeah, they're always asleep.
Always asleep, yeah, always. That's so true. Right, so that's one of our little owls done, and then let's just do the branch. So I'm going to bring in some darker of that shading and that mid one as well.
If I was going to be any animal, though, Debbie, would definitely be a koala. Do you know why?
No.
They sleep 20 to 22 hours a day.
Yeah, you like your sleep, don't you?
I love a nap. Be perfect. If you want to go for these, of course, the best way to get the best value is to go for them all together. Don't forget, they are all available individually for you as well, though. So if you do want to go for individuals, you can. They're $9.99, $12.95. Any two of these for £18 or $24. But remember, when you go for them all together, you get the best saving. You're all saving $17.49 or $22.67. Pretty much all of you, Johnny tells me, are going for the big collection. You then get the cardstock in there as well included, which is fantastic.
See, giraffes are my favourite animals.
Oh.
There isn't a giraffe.
We went to for Low and Love on Create and Craft, her birthday one year, years ago, we went to there's a place down in Kent called Port Lim. It's not spelt like that, but that's how you pronounce it. And it's a big safari park, but they just had baby giraffes, Debbie, and we were able to feed the baby giraffes.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, adorable. Absolutely adorable.
I remember we went somewhere before and see meerkats being born.
Oh.
That was very nice. They were so cute.
There's a place. It's actually not that far from you, Debbie, where you can go and like sit in an enclosure, and then they just let all the meerkats out. There's like 100 of them, and they just sort of like run all over you.
Oh, I'd love that.
Sounds fabulous, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
My old housemate Stacey went, and one stood on her head and was like trying to, because they all like to get to high ground and look out, don't they? There's a picture of a meerkat sat on her head, like trying to have a little peer around. Love that.
I love anything like that. It's like the, is it the lemurs, the monkeys, where you go through and they're all around you?
The ringtail ones. Yeah, so adorable.
Love that.
Have you been to Monkey World in Dorset, Debbie?
No.
Oh, you should go. It's quite fabulous.
Is that nice?
It's like a rescue centre for monkeys, and they have all different types of ones. Really fabulous. Brenda says, I want to be a koala too. Carletta has gone into a colouring coma just watching you colour these owls up. You're going to have loads of fun colouring these in. Brenda says that their granddaughter used to care for giraffes in the zoo.
Oh,
How fabulous would that be?
When I was at school, we used to do, they used to call it, I can't remember what they used to call it now. What do they, wait.
Johnny! Did you hear Johnny?
I know,
he was like,
rude.
Great story there, Debbie, thanks for that.
Yeah, thank you for that. Come back again.
Tough crowd today, Debbie, aren't they? Tough crowd.
So rude. When you've done like a work experience for the...
Work experience?
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And I'd done mine in the zoo.
You did yours in the zoo?
Yeah.
What did you have to do at the zoo?
I had to clean out the monkeys and then chop up all their food to feed them.
Was it a lot of sweeping up?
Yeah,
you know
it
what?
was disgusting. It was the most disgusting thing ever. And you had to literally fully gown up because you had to spray the ceilings as well because their mess is everywhere.
Debbie.
Yeah, it wasn't very nice. Hence to say I never went to work in a zoo.
Whose husband's a lion keeper? Your sister-in-law is a tiger keeper.
Wow.
And her husband's a lion keeper at the West Midlands Safari Park. Well, Pam Craven writes in as well. She says, when we moved down here, we nearly bought a house next to Windsor Safari Park. The house would have backed onto the giraffe enclosure, and then Alan changed his mind, and we bought this house in Bracknell instead.
Oh, Alan.
Oh, Alan.
That's hilarious. Oh, Alan.
Oh, Alan. I can imagine Pam, throwing carrots over the back fence to the giraffes. Oh, a bit northern there. Giraffes. Giraffes.
Right, so let's cut these out. So I'm just going to use my little snips. And I want to do, and I'm glad I'm doing this all because, and apologies, because you know what I'm like, I haven't got my glasses on. So, but I want to show you how easy these are to cut out because the lines are just very smooth to go around. There's no tricky pieces that you need to worry about. Just gonna
Gilmore says simply, I want to be a panda, just roll around everywhere.
Oh,
love that.
Seen people, I would love to go and play with a panda. They are so cute.
They are adorable. There's not many of them left though, is there, unfortunately?
No.
Numbers are very, very low.
Yeah, I think they might come to a stage in later life that they might become extinct, which would be very, very sad.
Well, that took a turn. Maverick says, what is this pen called, Debbie, that Debbie is using, please? The black one. It's the clear overlay sparkle pen that Debbie was using there.
I didn't mean to put a dampener on it there.
No, you're right. There is lots of conservation happening though, Debbie, so fingers crossed, fingers crossed.
I think they'll be fine. Just taking back what I just said.
So funny, Debbie. You're in a very, very funny mood today. I'm here for it. I really am. But it's a good job we don't have another day together tomorrow because I think we'd get ourselves in a lot of trouble.
Oh dear. I think I've gone on slow go now. I normally do quite quick demos, don't I? And
Slow go? Is that like go slow?
It's been really mean today, picking everything up. What did I say? Go slow.
Slow go, you said? I'm on slow go. Isn't that a place in Ireland? No, it's Sligo.
Oh no, you're just as bad as me.
Oh God.
Oh dear.
Oh, Pam backs onto
Pam.
Legoland now, does she?
Oh, you're in a pretty hilly territory there, because Legoland is very hilly, isn't it? You have to walk up really big hills there. Why are you laughing?
Oh, sorry. You just said Legoland's very hilly. You have to walk up very big hills there. Just the way. Oh, Debbie, you're so fabulous today, Debbie. Oh, pandas are not endangered anymore, thanks to conservation.
Oh,
let's hear it for the pandas.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
See, just need a bit of education. What do I know?
Gosh.
Oh, dearie me, I can't even see. No, I'm the same.
Oh, my glasses
eyes
cleaned
are
up.
all watering.
Right,
I've probably done really bad cutting here, but you'll all forgive me.
we will.
Yeah.
The pandas won't.
Oh dear. That was a dreadful thing to say, wasn't it? Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Aww. And I do love that.
I love the fact that we've laughed so much, you're still cutting this owl out. I mean, they will be gone by the time we get to the end of this hour at this rate. Gosh, we've only got 25 minutes left on the show, Debbie.
Oh, dearie me.
Oh,
There's a
right.
reason I'm cutting it out. Normally I have ones that I've already done, and I don't, because I coloured them in with a different medium, but I wanted to show them. And they look so pretty in the sparkle, so I just decided that I'd take a little bit of time and cut it out.
Absolutely.
But that shows that, see, if you give me time, I get myself in trouble, and I say things that I shouldn't say.
Oh, which Legoland? Because the Legoland in Windsor is relatively flat, doesn't have any hills, according to Pam Craven. So I'm not sure which Legoland you're on about. Are you thinking of Alton Towers?
Oh, Legoland. Like when you go into Legoland, you have to go down a really big steep hill, and then it sort of dips in the middle, and then you have to walk right over to the end to get to the rides. It's really hilly.
Is it? Well, Pam lives next door and she doesn't think there's any hills there at all. So, I mean, Pam lives there and you've visited once. So, I'm inclined to agree with Pam on this one. Sorry, Debbie.
So it was a long time ago, Pam, that we went. In fact, my daughter's now 19 and she was a baby. She was literally in a pushchair.
Oh, maybe they got rid of the hills.
And I remember going into the Lego shop, and my daughter was about 8 at the time. No, she's 9. There's 9 years. She must have been about 10. She said, "All there is Lego here."
So she said what?
All there is Lego here.
Oh.
And the woman in the shop told her, "Well, it is Legoland, love, my dear."
Just Lego. It's all there is to buy.
Oh dear. But they did pass the driving test when they were there as well, so that was good.
Fabulous.
Yeah, there's go-karts and things, so they can go on their little they wear Lego go-karts. Right, let's get back to the job in hand. We've now done our little owls. How
Beautiful.
cute are they? They are very cute. So let's bring in our card of what we want to do. So we're going to bring this in. Again, I've used that card that's on the show. So if you've gone for the full collection, you will get this card in there. All you need to do is score it at 4 inches and 8 inches, and that'll create your card. Now, before, when we've done the card, if we go back to the first card, so I'm going to go back to this one, exactly the same. We folded one in and then the other one in. We're going to do this one a little bit different. So what we're going to do is we're going to do almost like that trifold card, where it's actually like concertined. So we're going to first of all put my pages on this side, and we're going to bring in our owl die cut. So let's bring this one in. I know that big owl is going to be onto here. And again, I'm just checking to make sure. So that's the one that's got the heart on. So it's going to be this side. So we're going to pop that into place and just bring in some of our low tack tape. And there we go. So I'm going to just bring that down a little bit and on the side and give that a cut through. So again, placing the tape on the inside of the die, that will then allow me to be able to take that away without it getting too sticky. And run that through the machine.
How fabulous.
Oh, give my eyes a chance to dry.
Deborah Sutherland says, this is the reason I watch this show, Debbie and Joe together. I just love it. Panda Crafts says, what did I miss here with the giggles? Ironically, Panda Crafts has got that name. Wants to not name it. Can someone else let Panda Crafts know what's gone on here, please?
Oh, Panda Crafts. No, don't, because Panda Crafts is obviously named because she loves pandas.
Yes.
And I might have just said something that killed them all off. Not really, not really. I was just thinking that they were more extinct than they are. I love the fact they're not anymore though, Joe.
I think we just need to move on from the pandas.
Well,
so.
you mentioned Panda Crafts.
I can't help that Panda Crafts called Panda Crafts.
This time we're going to put a piece of card on the inside because this piece is going to be onto the back here. So I'm going to use that to stick that one down. Now, there we go. Just taking our tape pen. I always feel like we get onto sort of random things.
I know, it's just you and me, Debbie.
I know, I think it is.
I think it doesn't matter if we're here in the studio or we're back at the house, wherever we are. We always end up talking about the most random stuff, don't we?
Random stuff, yes.
Yep. That's the way it is.
Right, now we're going to use our next owl. So I'm just going to take my stamp again and keep making sure that we're putting that in the right direction. So this one is that way round. That's our branch. I'm just going to check with my card that I'm doing it the right way. Got a feeling it's that way around. Yes, that way around. Right, so we're going to pop that into here and then just take that one down. Oh dear, I've got a runny nose now.
Me too, I'm just literally about to blow my nose.
You were like sniffing up, I've got a runny nose too. There we go, let's pop that on. So actually, if there's any random things you want to know, me and Joe are the people to ask. We might as well have those random questions coming in.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything you want to know, you let us know. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. If we don't know, we'll ask the internet and then we'll find out.
Have you not learnt any new words lately, Joe? You're quite good with your words and there's certain words you like.
I had one, didn't I?
Wondered if you've
had
got
one
any new ones. Oh, did you?
No, it's gone. It was a play on the word flabbergasted.
Oh, okay. Cool.
No, it's gone, sorry.
No, it's gone. I'm sure
More
it will
exciting
come back.
content from me there. No. You got any new words for me, Debbie?
Persephone.
Persephone. Persephone.
What did you call it the other day? You couldn't say it.
Oh yeah, Persephone or something. I don't know,
I can't remember what you were saying.
Flabberwhelmed, that was it.
Flabberwhelmed?
Flabberwhelmed. It's actually
cool.
a word. It's a real word. It's when you are flabbergasted and overwhelmed in equal measure.
Oh,
Thank you very much,
flabberwhelmed.
Rachel, our social media superstar, for reminding me of that. I was flabberwhelmed by this offer, Debbie.
Wow. Flabberwhelmed. Which makes sense, doesn't it? But it doesn't sound like a word.
Does it not?
No, I don't think
it is a word. It's in the dictionary. Persephone, that was it.
That's it.
What was it? Persephone?
Persephone.
Persephone, not Persephone. I mean, we've had all the fun this week. And the fun continues. Do you know why we're having so much fun, Debbie?
Why is that?
Because we're in our Week of Wonders event, that's why. And it lasts all the way up until the end of tomorrow. We've got a brand new launch for you tomorrow, myself and the lovely Debbie Robinson. And then we've got another new launch as well later in the day. So we've got a launch in our launch day show of that brand new collection. And then also another launch in Colour Me Happy as well. We've got those metallic flip markers. Have you seen them yet, Debbie?
Yes, they're amazing.
Beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah, really amazing. I love them. Absolutely love them. Right, so I'm just mat and layering onto here, and then I've got some extra pieces of those which I've just coloured in separately, which we're going to put into the back of our card. And because of the way these are done, one on each branch, we can just use them across the back here. So I'm just going to pop those on, trim this piece off. So, and you can extend these, it doesn't matter how, you know, if you want to make your branch a bit longer, you can absolutely do that. And then we're going to put that onto here. And then the other one on the bottom, which just shows you don't have to use them even in their die cuts. You can just use them stamped onto whatever image you want to do. And then I've got that stamp at the bottom which says, "You have my heart." So when we put all that together, if I bring that round, we've then got, I've just got a bow somewhere. You know what I'm like with putting a bow on things, but it's disappeared. So let's bring in my finished one, you can see here. So we've got that then. All those bits looking all the way through, but we've got that extra on the back as well.
Awesome. Let me just remind you then, there's the 6 brand new designs that you are getting in here. You are going to get those cute little doggies in here firstly. We've done these ones up as Dalmatians. You can colour them as you wish. The lovely one with the little pussycat and the plants there. You've got your butterflies in here. Ooh. Then you've got the owl. I love that he's offering up, or he or she is offering up their heart to the other one. It's just so adorable, isn't it? And that one obviously is excited, falling asleep. Then you've got your elephants in there as well, and of course then you've got the bunnies in there too. Really adorable. You will get the cardstock included as well. It's still very, very busy across on the website. I'm going to give you another opportunity to check your baskets out. Whilst you do that, let's share with you all the details of US shipping. Take a look.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you, and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Achieve crisp, precise, and perfect die cutting results every time with the Gemini Accessories plastic shim. The idea behind the plastic shim is that it creates a thicker plate combination, offering an even more precise die cutting result with each pass. Simply pop a plastic shim between your cutting plates and then roll through your Gemini die cutting machine and voila! An amazing precise cut every time. Plastic shims work really well with detailed or thin metal dies. So if intricate cutting is your thing, then the Gemini Accessories plastic shim is your best friend. They're plastic shims sized to work with a whole range of Gemini machines. And for just $14.95 or £9.99, the Gemini Accessories plastic shim can be yours today.
So busy, so many of you choosing to check out there under that piece of video. Right, Debbie, do you think, I mean, we've only got about 10 minutes left, should we do card of the show?
Yeah, I've just set them all up. So we've got our number 1 is our elephant, number 2 is our bunnies, number 3 is our little doggy box, number 4 is our elephant and butterfly, and number 5 is those beautiful owls.
We just missed that first one, Debbie. Can you just shimmy it in for us?
Sorry, yes, it's the
that one just
the
there.
elephant
Excellent.
one.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
Yes.
is your options. Get voting now. Crafter TV on Facebook, Crafter Companion over on YouTube. Let us know which one you think deserves to be the winner. I think there is one standout, but we will see. I believe as well, Debbie, you've spoiled us for the amount of demonstrations you've managed to squeeze into this show today, but I believe you've got one more still to go.
Absolutely, because the one that I wanted, what my goal was to make sure that we got all of them in. So with this one, we've actually got every single character in, so you've seen them all today. So our last one is the beautiful little cat. I've created myself a little aperture on this one, and I've done our cardstock. So I've used a different cardstock here because I wanted to do it a bit longer. So this one I've used from my A3 piece of Centura Pearl. I've actually cut it to 15 inches by 5 inches, and I've scored it at 5 inches and 10 inches. So it actually gives us a 5 by 5 card blank. Now the reason I did this is because I wanted to show that you can do them in different card sizes. You don't have to just stick to that sort of long one. You can do them in squares, a 6 by 6, whatever card concept you want to do them in. So we're going back to what we did in the very first demo where we're layering those front and the back up, but we're doing it in a completely different card shape, which is a square one. So the first thing we are going to do, we're going to take our cat and we're going to lay this. What I'm going to do is cut our cat for, I thought I had it in my hand. Oh, I'll put it back here, Joe. Let me bring this in. Didn't even get it out, look. So in this one, you are getting your hanging basket this time and your cat. It's great. You're right, Joe. Plants are becoming quite trendy again, aren't they? Which is quite sad to say that, because plants you should think everyone would have in their house anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring in the biggest one. The first one is going to give us the shape of that hanging basket. So you can see that's going to go into that shape. So we're going to cut that into the front. But what I did, I used one of my nesting dies to go around the outside because I want that to fit into that. So I'm going to make sure that I pop that on the top, and I'm just leaving a rim around this side here because then I know I've got enough room for my plant to go. And then we're going to put a piece of low tape on that to hold that in place. So just holding that there and popping it inside, and then we can send that through. So grabbing my Gemini plates, I'm going to open that up and just pop that on the edge. There we go. And you could do it, if you're just using the Gemini, you can obviously put it in just like that. I'm using my Gemini, sorry, if you're using your Gemini Junior, I'm using my Gemini, but with my Junior plates, just because it's quicker for the plates to go through. We're only talking about 8 seconds for your Gemini Junior and your Gemini plates to go through the big Gemini, which is incredible because it then allows us to get onto that really fun part of crafting.
Absolutely,
so,
it does.
that one out. That takes that one out, Joe. So that gives us our front piece, and then we've got this piece. Now I'm not putting this on yet because I want to do the stamp in there, but then what I want to do is bring in the cat one into the middle. So we're bringing our next die cut, and this time again I'm going to pop that on here, but I'm going to bring in my cat. So he's probably going to be at the side there, just making sure I've got, oh, it's this way, isn't it? Oh, that's cool, isn't it? I was forgetting where the cat would be. The cat is peering through there. So let's pop that into place. And again, I'm going to open that up and then use my tape just to tape that down. Would help if I had some tape at the ready.
It's quite simple to line them up, isn't it, when you cut one and then the other one, obviously. Because when I first saw them, I thought, oh gosh, I think that might be quite difficult to get those lined up. Yeah, but using that process, very, very easy.
Yeah, really easy. And it's such a nice way to do it because sometimes I think, and especially me, I tend to rush my crafting. I don't think I even realise I do it. I'm quite quick in everything I do. I do it in life. If I'm in the car, I don't speed, but I want to get to where I'm going. If I'm going anywhere, I just want to get there. I hate being late. So I think just for me personally, having ones like this where you have to take a bit more time to be creative, it's just lovely. I'm really enjoying making these. So that's our 2 pieces that we've cut into, and then we've got our stamping to do. So turning that round, we've got our first piece and our second piece, so you can see lined up beautifully. So let's bring our stamping platform into play, and then we can pop this down. So we're going to do this first one first. Let's do our cat on the inside. So again, just bringing this in. Now the cat is going to be there onto here. And then we're going to be bringing in the plant. So this one is a bit more in depth. You've got more stamping on this one, so a lot more creativity just at the side there. So you're really building a beautiful picture. So popping that into place and then picking those stamps up. And then I'm going to use, bringing back in, I'm using my alcohol proof die. So we'll bring that back in and just ink up our character and our plant pot. Making sure, just rotating those so we've got an even amount of ink on there, and stamp them down. So I'm just leaving them for a second for that ink to connect all with that paper, bring that out, and we've got our beautiful stamping. And then we're going to take that away, fold that over, and then we can just do the same.
I think you could definitely use the plant and the hanging basket. You'll use those elsewhere, won't you?
Oh,
I can see you using those in
totally.
your, something like your Sharon Callis succulents collection. They would fit really well with those. And of course you can use all these stamps on their own, I guess, if you want to. You know, you can create gorgeous little scenes with them.
Yeah, so much so. I always think that, Joe, for me, there's lots of people that are just stampers and not die cutters out there. But I think that this just gives them the option to be more creative if they want to be.
Of course.
But stamping is a massive part of people's lives in the crafting industry. So they're going to love all these different stamps and use them in conjunction. This little pot here would be lovely, like if you're doing a Christmas scene, to sort of hang on the end of the mantelpiece, like your fireplace. So you can use them in so many different ways. So you can see that's our piece going up there. So let's take all those off. How are we doing for time? Oh, we're running fast out of time.
4 minutes left on the show.
So I'm going to bring this in where I've done this. So I've done this one, coloured it in on the side. This one I've actually stamped. I'd already put my papers on and stamped over the top, because we're then going to bring in, I've just cut out that basket so we can actually paper piece that over the top. So let's pop that onto there, which is just a nice idea of paper piecing. There we go. And all I'm going to do, Joe, is I've got myself a little ribbon and a sentiment. So this one says, "With you is the perfect place to be."
Ah,
very
that's cute.
It's lovely, isn't it? So nice. So
card of the show is without a doubt, hands down, number 3, the box, Debbie.
the box, yeah.
I believe it would be.
It is lovely. Yeah, absolutely lovely.
Last night, Sarah won card of the day, Debbie, and I must say she absolutely canvassed for votes for a good 20 minutes.
She always does. She always does, yeah.
That's gorgeous. A really, really beautiful card there. And again, another way of using it. I think the thing is, the concept on these is so beautiful, that trifold, as they've been designed to be used. But Debbie's definitely shown us over the last couple of hours how we're going to be able to bring those into other card concepts as well. There you can see the dogs that you've got there first. Best Buddy is this one just here. Yappy Birthday. You've got all the sentiments are designed specifically for each one of the different styles. And then you've got this one here with the little cat, which is awesome. Then you've also got the butterflies there as well. Then we have the owls, which is cute. I didn't realise he's like holding his heart. How fabulous is that? Absolutely adorable. That one just there. Then we've got the elephants, which are these ones just here. And then, of course, you've got those gorgeous bunnies there as well, which is fabulous. All 6 of those designs you'll be receiving, plus you'll get the 6x12 card stock as well, $41.95 or $54.38 as a platinum member. Don't forget as well, if you want to go for extra ones of the card stock, absolutely a great idea to do that. Whilst we can guarantee we can get them to you, whilst they're still in stock, they are the perfect size and also perfect for adding colour onto as well, which is fantastic. So do grab those, $9.99 or $12.95 if you want to get your hands on those platinum members, $7.99 or $10.36. Debbie, when are you back with us here on Crafters TV?
I'm back on next Tuesday. Yes, back
next Tuesday.
Yep.
You will be
with Ben, I think.
With Ben, you are.
Yes.
Are you just here Tuesday or here Wednesday as well?
Tuesday and Wednesday.
I'll see you.
And Thursday, I think.
Well, I'll see you on the Wednesday and the Thursday then,
Yes.
in that case. I very, very much look forward to it. Don't forget to check out your baskets. Don't forget also that there is another show on the way for you as well. Just over 2 hours' time, Creative Cravings will be here. I will be here. Michelle will be here. Andrew will be back with us as well. And there's loads on that show for you as well. Some back-in stocks for you on those Creative Card panel dies. We've also got, of course, a Hero Tool, which is a great collection of scoreboards, and we've got some interchangeable stamps and stencils for you as well, and loads of other stuff. It's going to be a really, really fabulous show, so make sure you come back and you join us for that. Don't forget, it is our Week of Wonders event as well. Double points across the whole website and everything you see on air here on Crafters TV, and new launches every single day. 2 new launches for you tomorrow. We've got a launch day coming up at 3 p.m, 10 a.m, and then also we have that Colour Me Happy show as well, which is fantastic. So make sure you come back and join us for that. I will see you back here in 2 hours' time. It's your 2-hour drill. Go and do what you need to do, get some lunch, have some dinner, whatever it is you need to do, but make sure you come back and you join me here in 2 hours' time. Take care.